for the administration of justice in our land.
I call the Honourable Member Raymond Ho. Ni hao ma.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's a great pleasure to take a call following the Attorney General, and I would regard this as a privilege to take a call on this bill. This is the second largest bill I've ever dealt with. The first bill I dealt with was in 2009. It was a taxation bill, nicknamed telephone book bill, and this bill I think has just broken the record and has more than 1,000 pages long. And I rise to support this bill. Labour will support this bill to be referred to a select committee because it makes a number of necessary updates to the court system. However, Mr. Speaker, the provisions will need to be robustly tested to ensure there are no issues with these reforms. Labour's vision is of a just society and safe communities, and we must strike a right balance between civil and human rights and justice and precautionary principles, for instance, and we must ensure an equal and full access to justice and achieve justice and real public safety. Access to justice empowers citizens and resolves disputes fairly. And finally, we must modernize our courts and court structure in a principled manner with the aim of making it more effective, efficient, and responsive. It has now been 10 years since Labour established the Privy Council and set up a New Zealand Supreme Court following the UK approach, I should add, and it is timely to update our legislation to apply the experiences and lessons we have learned since then. The Judicature Act is over 100 years old and is seriously out of date. The Law Commission's recommendation to consolidate this into a single, modern, clear Courts Act with the Supreme Court Act is a long overdue change. This bill broadly reforms the court system and implements two reports of the Law Commission, namely review of the Judicature Act 1908 towards a new Courts Act and aspects of damages, the award of interest on money claims. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Law Commission for its thorough analysis and comprehensive reports. For the first report, review of the Judicature Act 1908 towards a new Courts Act, it is divided into four parts and dealing respectively with issues relating to A, the structure of new courts legislature, B, judges, C, courts, and D, miscellaneous matters. The primary purpose of the review was to clarify and modernize the laws under which New Zealand's primary trial and appellate courts are constituted. These laws determine how the courts are set up, how judges are appointed, their jurisdiction, their power of making rules or their rule-making powers, and the procedures by which they administer justice. The bill introduces certain measures with regard to judicial appointments. It is important that there is a clear and publicly known process for judicial appointments, although there are currently clear and transparent processes for the appointment of district court judges. The same cannot be said of the higher courts. The proposals under this bill will enhance transparency in that regard. and certain provisions are designed to address the issues concerning the judicial conflicts of interest. And what is particularly worth noting is the provisions dealing with the issues around the commercial list. The High Court commercial list is less relevant than it was because of the general improvements in case management. Many practitioners consider there is still a need to improve the way in which commercial cases are managed and disposed of. Consideration of what should be done with the commercial list raises the issue of whether there is a need for greater specialization in the High Court. Allowing judicial panels for specific commercial cases are a welcomed change to the justice system, allowing real expertise to be developed by judges in what can be thorny and complicated areas of legislation. Mr. Speaker, the court system is still too paper-based, and allowing a much greater proportion of the material to be electronic is a welcome change to bring the court system into modern times and cut down on waste, and probably will help save more trees. It is somewhat bringing us a sense of oxymoron that this comes in the bill, which is 1,182 pages long. Conveniently, the bill introduces a presumption that all written judgments will be published online unless there is a good reason not to. The bill enables the use of electronic technology in courts and tribunals, allowing court documents to be filed, held, and issued electronically. And this bill introduces a presumption that audio-visual links will be used in criminal procedural matters where statutory criteria are met, and removing unnecessary geographic restrictions on its use. The Northern Ireland Court Service has recently introduced similar changes, and their experience is valuable to us. Its courtroom technology program, for example, will be helpful in enhancing efficacy. By using technology such as electronic presentation of evidence, it will help improve both the quality and speed of information for those involved in complex court cases where documentary evidence can amount to many thousands of pages, and just like this bill. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.